y'all. Oh, my camera decided to go wonk. Okay, there we go. So a lot went on this week, and it was actually a pretty intense week. I did not enjoy this last week at all. So I'm gonna do my 34-week update, even though I'm 35 weeks right now. Okay, so 3 days ago, I have to sneeze now. 3 days ago, I had we went grocery shopping like we normally would go grocery shopping, and we always have so much fun. Garrett and I just have so much fun going grocery shopping together because we're just weird. I don't know. And we're walking through the aisles, and I started getting contractions, and they hurt. I was like, Garrett, these just don't feel right. And I was like, I don't feel right. I feel like something is off. Like my body, something is just, it's not right. And he was like, okay, well, do we need to go home? I was like, no, I think I'm just gonna walk it off. I think that's what I need to do right now. I just need to walk it off. So we kept going. Each aisle just kept getting worse and worse and worse, and I'm just sitting there like, oh my gosh. And at the end, towards the end of our trip, every time we have to stop to get something, I would be crouching. So I'd hold on to I was holding on to the shopping cart, and I'm just crouching down, and I'm like, oh, this hurts. So I knew that they were practice contractions, but they were so, oh my goodness. Braxton Hicks had an ugly, ugly, ugly day that day, and just took it out on me. It was horrible. I went home, and I just went in the bath and just laid there and just kind of calmed everything and didn't do much. And it felt better. I was still contracting though. So that night of sleep was horrible because I just kept waking up with this horrible pain. And it was coming from the back, and it was radiating to the front, and then I'd have this intense pressure on my pubic bone. All that groin area just hurt so bad. It just felt like so much pressure was on it. So then the next day, I went about my day as normal. Garrett went to work, and he told me, you know, if you need to call me and come get you, I will. And I was like, I don't think that I will need you, but thank you. I contracted the entire day, and then that night they were the exact same consistency that it was when we were grocery shopping. I was crouching, and it's just very painful. So that was horrible, horrible, horrible. The next day, I told myself that if it happened another day, that I would call the doctor. Because everything that I had read, all of my friends that have been through the Braxton Hicks, because I did not have Braxton Hicks with Ty. The minute I got contractions, I was in labor. I didn't have those practice contractions. Or if I did not feel them. So from what everyone else was saying, this was normal, it was fine, blah, blah, blah. So I told myself if it went on another day, that I would call a doctor or call my midwives. And it did all day. I decided to time them, and they were happening every 10 minutes. Consistently every single 10 minutes, I would have one, and it would last about a minute. So I called with that information, and they were like, yeah, we need you to come in. We're gonna check you out, and blah, blah, blah. And so I went in and got all hooked up to their little machine thing. And of course, the minute that I get there, this happens, I'm sure it's happened to everybody else too. The minute I get there, no more contractions. None. Like, none at all. They put me in a chair, which was so comfortable. It was the best chair in the world. I'm pretty sure it was just an old lazy boy that they found on the curb somewhere, but oh, it was so comfy. During the day, they're not bad. During the day, I can, you know, breathe through them, talk through them. They're just kind of uncomfortable. But at night, it's like, it's horrible. It's a horrible, horrible feeling. And it's like 10 times worse than what I had felt during the day. It's like just like gets intense at night. And so she was like, I give you another 2 weeks. I'm like, what? That's not fun. Don't tell me that. She's like, she told me a few things, but she said that they are definitely Braxton Hicks, and because they are so strong that she figures that I'll go in the next 2 to 3 weeks. She guesses 2. She says 37 weeks is my due date. So technically, if that's what she's saying, if she's right and he comes this exact same time as his brother, then I only have 2 weeks left to go because I'm 35 weeks right now. So that means that I have 2 weeks left. If not, then, you know, I obviously have a little bit longer. But, oh, I asked her, I was like, do I need to be put on like a small bed rest kind of thing, or am I good to just keep doing what I'm doing? She's like, oh, definitely keep doing what you're doing. The contractions are gonna do what they're gonna do. And she's like, if you were to have had contractions right now when we were checking you, we would not have stopped them. I was like, wow. I thought that y'all would totally stop them. She did check me. I'm 0, no dilation, 0. Completely closed. That's not even, that's not even happening. So these contractions that are really strong are actually not doing anything. I have stayed a consistent 130, 131. I'm bouncing back and forth from 130 to 131. My appetite is pretty much leveled out. I'm not starving anymore, and I'm not hungry. I'm just kind of, it feels like it's leveled out now. So I don't know how much more weight that I'll be gaining. I'm sure I'll gain just a few more pounds, but for the last 3 weeks, I have stayed a consistent 131, 130. So I'm still craving my ice water. Has to be like, this whole thing is like ice right there. And then I got my spoon in there to break up the ice and to eat it better. I was trying to just not use anything and just trying to drink the ice. It's so much better with a spoon. I've had 2 things happen differently with my legs. The first thing was if I sit, anytime that I sit, I cross my legs or I cross my ankles. It's just, I guess, maybe just how I grew up. I don't know. It's completely just not even, I'm not even thinking about it when I do it. My doctor said that I probably need to stop doing that for the rest of the pregnancy because not as much blood is being circulated to them. But it's just habit. I don't even realize I'm doing it. So when I do have my legs crossed and I'm sitting, my legs will tingle and they don't fall asleep. It's almost like I'm being poked with a lot of needles. It's a very weird feeling, and I looked it up and they said that it was, what did they say? It was like restless leg syndrome. But I don't get it anytime other than when I just sit too long or cross my legs or do something that's like no blood flow going. That's the only time I get it. So I don't know if that's truly what it is, but either way, as long as I don't cross my legs, it doesn't happen. The second thing is I know Jet has absolutely dropped because I'm starting to get the nerve pinches that I got with Ty at the very, very end, and they, oh my goodness, they were horrible. He just kind of, you can feel him, like, I'll feel him like roll just a little bit, and then my leg will go to sleep. It's always my left leg. My leg will just shoot asleep, and then it's like a throbbing nerve pinch pain. If you've never, I don't even know how to describe what it feels like. It's like it's like your nerve is just being pinched shut. And that's kind of exactly what's happening. He's just laying on my nerve. Anyway, let me show you my belly. Because my camera, I've talked too long. I wore a bigger shirt because I didn't want to pull my pants up. Okay. So there he is. You can absolutely see the droppage of him. I mean, he's like my table now. I sit and I'm like, yes, I got my table back. So that's what he is looking like. All kinds of down here. She showed me how he was, still head down, and she asked me to feel right here. And if you can kind of see, where my pubic bone is, right above that is a hard ball. And she said that that was the back part right here of your skull. So he's literally like head down, like this is the back part of his skull, and then this is his this is his back, and then here is his feet, like his knees are bent right here, and here's his feet, and that's exactly how I felt him or feel him in there. So, but we have definitely dropped. I don't know if we're gonna drop any more, but I assume, I don't know, but that's what he looks like. And then this grossness, I don't know why I have to show this. It grosses me out. So, no stretch marks. A lot of people ask me that, what I do for stretch marks. I don't do anything because I don't have them. My stretch marks I get here and here. I have not gotten stretch marks on my belly. So, it itches, and I don't put anything on it. So, that's it. That's the grossness that is my belly. I just, you know, whatever. I guess it's not a big deal to show it, but it's just kind of gross to me, because now I gotta edit. I will talk to y'all next week, and yeah, bye guys.